Welcome again to Manoj Nambiar's travel experiences. Today I wish to explore St. Petersburg, Russia's second largest city. Each place has a story to share, and we should travel with an open mind to gain those rich experiences. Russia has such a vast landscape that it is impossible to traverse it within a week, so I decided to visit two of its major cities, St. Petersburg and Moscow. St. Petersburg, formerly known as Petrograd from the year 1914 to 1924, then Leningrad from the year 1924 to 1991, is a city situated on the Neva River at the head of the Gulf of Finland on the Baltic Sea. It is Russia's second largest city after Moscow, with over 5.3 million inhabitants. As of 2018, it is the fourth most populous city in Europe. The Neva is a river in northwestern Russia, flowing from Lake Ladoga through the western part of Leningrad Oblast to the Neva Bay of the Gulf of Finland. Despite its modern length of 74 kilometers, it is the fourth largest river in Europe in terms of average discharge. The length of the Neva River is only 74 kilometers, but despite this, it flows through the territory a little less than the territory of Italy. As the country's cultural capital, St. Petersburg has over 8,000 landmarks. One of the most notable is the historic State Hermitage Museum. It houses over 3 million pieces of art and cultural artifacts. Hermitage Museum is the second largest art museum in the world after Louvre in Paris. I spent around 4 hours walking through the magnificent hallways and galleries, spread on multiple floors with around 400 rooms spread across 3 floors throughout 5 interlinked buildings. It could take months, even years, to familiarize yourself with every piece of artwork on exhibition. St. Petersburg is one of the most visited cities in Russia, attracting tourists for many reasons. Some come from the architecture, some for the history, and the others to experience the rich culture. Petersburg is considered to be the cultural capital of Russia. St. Petersburg plays a significant role in Russian history and culture of 18th to 20th centuries, being a place where many world-known musicians, painters, singers, writers, actors, architects, and scientists lived and worked. It is said that if you spend just 1 minute in front of each art piece, it would take you 11 years to see the museum fully. It is situated in Palace Square, which has multiple palaces that have been converted to museums now. It has a great collection of art pieces, including masterpieces from Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Picasso. The Egyptian collection of the Hermitage Museum dates back to 1852 and includes items from the pre-dynastic period to the 12th century AD. It belongs to the Oriental Art section of the museum. The highlights of the exhibition include the mummy of priest Petige, 10th century BC, and a fragment of the tablet of Hermitage, its peace treaty with its Hittites, 13th century BC. It is important to know Russia's history. Russia was ruled by the Romanov dynasty, also known as Tsars, for around 300 years. In 1917, Russian Revolution led by Vladimir Lenin overthrew the dynasty, culminating in the execution of the last Romanov family and beginning of a communist rule in Russia. The city was the capital of Russia for around 200 years and has many monuments that mark its history and Romanov's rule. Personally, I found St. Petersburg more touristy than Moscow. There are a lot of tourist groups walking around in the city. St. Petersburg is also famous for its canal network. There are multiple waterways that have ferries running up and down. If you fancy, you can buy the tickets in one of the docking stations and enjoy the ride. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel.